how to start and run a successful business? We're going to answer that question in this video. Okay, let's rock. Let's talk about starting and running a successful business. And in order to do that, let's break it up into two parts. Let's first focus on starting the business. And then secondly, we're going to focus on running the business and maintaining it. Okay, in order to start a business, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that you've got to set up the basics. Get all your legal paperwork, your business entity set up with the state, the Secretary of State, get your EIN number set up. If you're going to have employees, get your payroll set up, get all your licensing and permits set up. If you're going to do any build out, whatever kind of business you're getting into, you're going to have to probably have specific things, whether it's a food permit or a precious metals license or whatever kind of business you're getting into. Call the city, call the state and ask them for your business type, what type of permits and business licenses are you going to need to set up? So once you get all your basics set up and everything's in order, you've signed your lease if you're going to be leasing out some space, you've got your employees already hired and they're training, they're ready to rock and things like that. Once you've got all your basics set up, now you're ready to run your business. So you're going to say, well, how do I maintain? How do I run this business? How do I keep it successful? How do you do it? Okay, well, I'm the perfect person to give you advice because I'm still in the game. I'm still running 4 businesses. And when I say 4, I'm talking about 4 businesses that have physical locations. We actually have 7 locations under 4 different businesses, but we have 4 different businesses that have rent, payroll, utilities, and all the fun stuff. And I'm still in that grind. So I'm alongside with you. And if you're experiencing things like COVID-19 problems, I'm right here with you. So I'd be happy to talk with you through them, because as we pursue and as we go through business and look for new goals and set our eyes on new ideas and things like that, we've got to constantly evolve. We've got to constantly change and adapt. I always like to say, adapt like a chameleon. Be a chameleon. Be willing to change to your environment and to your circumstances, because we could not have predicted COVID-19. If you were somebody that was in business and you called that one from left field, congratulations. You're like 1 in a million or 1 in a billion, because nobody saw that one coming. It was so crazy, so disruptive, and not just to like your own business, but to the world. This was a worldwide pandemic, right? So being able to understand how to survive even through these tough times and get through to the other side is what's important. So if you're one of the people that's already in business and you've gone through this COVID-19 thing and you're still going through it, because we're still filming this thing, we're still in June 2020 as we're filming this, and I gotta say, nobody knows exactly what's gonna happen and what the new normal is gonna be. But in order to get to the other side, we do know that there are gonna be businesses that do survive. And you wanna be one of those businesses. So how do you survive? How do you continuously run this? Well, my thing is this. I've got a relentless drive, this uncanny desire to just succeed no matter what. I don't care. In my baseball card shop, when baseball went on strike and that business was getting ready to go out of business, I said, I'm going to find a way. And we got into other products, other trading cards and toys and things like that. In my gold business, when gold and silver prices completely tanked in 2013, I had to close 10 stores just to survive. It was horrific. It was terrible. I'm living here to tell you the story, and I'm still in that business. And you think I'm going to let COVID-19 kill all my businesses? You're crazy. It's just a microscopic virus. We just got to find a way to get around it. And thanks to the government, they actually bailed out small businesses. In 2008, they didn't do that for us, right? We had to figure it out. And if you had a small business that didn't survive in 2008, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And you probably had that scenario where you were like, why are the big businesses getting bailed out? Why did they get billions of dollars in government bailouts and the mom and pop stores didn't? And I feel you. I went through that. I had a business back then and it was frustrating. But being able to understand, what can you do within your power, right? What can you do to make your business the best it can be today? And what can you do to plan ahead for the future? And a lot of you have had to come at home and work from home and learn to adapt. And you know, there's going to be a lot of positive that comes out of this. And some of you are going to lose your business because maybe it was a dying business, or maybe that business needs to be changed, or maybe you were wanting to get out of it. And this was the blessing in disguise that lets you kill that business and start a new one, and the new business that you're more passionate about, or something like that. But how do you continue to survive? How have I stayed in my trading card business for for nearly 30 years. How have I stayed in the gold business? This is my 10-year anniversary in the gold business. Next month is my actual 10-year anniversary. And most businesses, I think the stats like 96% of businesses fail or don't survive past 10 years. So I'm going to be in the 4% club that made it in the gold business. I'm definitely in the 4% club in the trading card business. And I'm working on that with my other two businesses, but they're new. One of the businesses, the escape rooms, only 4 years old, and the axe throwing business only 2 years old. So those are kind of baby businesses that, we're still developing and refining and trying to get better and better and things like that. But here's how I did it. You're wondering, how do you get through it? Because I'm the one that's been weather tested. So I'm here to share that knowledge with you. So listen up. I'm here only to help. I'm here to serve. Every day I wake up, I try to be the best me I can be. And I learned this years back. I used to eat like crap and, I'd stay up super late. And when I'd wake up, I'd feel exhausted. If you're anything like that, step one is you got to hold yourself personally accountable. You've got to make life changes that are going to make it so when you're waking up and doing business, you're going to be a lot more positive. You're going to be rested. You're not going to have a headache, right? These are self-induced issues you're doing, right? So if you're the kind of person that works at your business and then you stay up till 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, and then you got to get up at 6 or 7 to do it, and you're just pounding the coffee and taking Advil and pain relievers so you don't feel your headache, that's the wrong thing. I've done that before. It doesn't work long term. You're going to end up making yourself sick, and that's not the point of business. The point of business is hopefully to live the American dream, to be able to retire someday from having your business, right? Maybe selling it for millions of dollars or something like that. That's what you want to do. So if you want to do that, it starts with you. Hold yourself personally accountable every single day. Take your vitamins. Get some good sleep, right? If you're drinking soda every day, coffee every day, cut it out or reduce it to half and drink water, right? Drink things that are going to make your body run better. Think of it like this. If you know anything about sports cars, right? They take higher fuel, right? Higher octane fuel. It's because their motors require it. And some of those high performance vehicles use a synthetic oil. They need special types of oil, right? For the cars to even run. Now, if you're a Tesla owner, you're going to say, well, I don't do that because I'm a Tesla owner. Well, congratulations, you're electric, and I know the world's going that way. But the point I'm trying to make is you want to feed your body things that allow you to be the best you can be as a business owner. And you have no idea how much more success you will have by starting with yourself. Because everybody around you feels you. Everybody around you is going to be better because you're being a better version of yourself. So you're not going to lose your temper as quick. You're going to be more patient with people. You're going to smile a lot more. It's hard to smile when you got 4 hours of sleep or 5 hours of sleep and you don't feel good. We all know how that feels, right? You got a stomach ache, got a headache, everything's hurting, right? How are you going to perform at your best? Then you got people that are out there saying, I'm going to go to bed by 11 o'clock every night. Some people 10 o'clock, whatever. So I can get up at 4 or 5 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, get up. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to take my vitamins. I'm going to have my breakfast. By the time you're waking up, they've already got 2 or 3 hours under their belt of getting prepped for the day. They've meditated, they've done whatever, and they're ready to rock and roll. They're ready to crush the day. Now, you're going to compete against that person? Who's going to last long term? Literally, right? I mean, barring unusual circumstances like getting hit by a bus or something, who's going to last long term? They are, the person that's taking care of themselves. So start with you. And then as time goes, you're going to realize that the key fundamentals of business, the key fundamentals of surviving long term are really my 5 pillars that I've developed after seeing all my businesses, all the same things that made all my businesses successful. I said, if you follow these 5 pillars, these are going to be the long-lasting ways to make your business survive long-term. That's what you want, right? If you want to do that, make sure you're passionate about what you're doing in business. You've probably already signed up for something that you love to do. I don't know a lot of people that get into businesses that they hate, but some people do get into businesses that they're not super passionate about. And that's a mistake in my opinion. So you're probably passionate. Okay, so find your passion. That's pillar number 1. Learn daily. So in the morning when you're waking up and you're going through your morning routine and you're taking care of yourself, read articles, listen to, some podcasts or whatever that's in your industry, right? And educate yourself on where the trends are going and what's going on, what's new. Every business has new trends. Doesn't matter what you're into. Jewelry business has got new designer jewelry. The restaurant business has got new ideas for food, for appetizers, for desserts, whatever. Trading cards, there's always nonstop trading cards coming out. That's one of the businesses I'm in that I'm super passionate about. That's the one I've had for nearly 30 years. I mean, every day I wake up, every week there's new product between what we're doing. And then you got to learn about counterfeit cards and all this stuff. You got to educate yourself about a lot of things, right? So you're learning daily. That's only going to make you more successful. The more you learn, the more you earn. Remember that. I'll say it again. The more you learn, the more you earn. So if you can really consume content daily and really learn about your industry and the products and your change and things like that, you're going to start making more money than the average person in your industry. And as the weeks, months, and years pile up, you're gonna look back and say, wow, I can't believe I was only making 30 grand a year back then. I can't believe I was only making 50 grand a year. And it's gonna get to a point where you might say, I can't believe I'm only making this much a year, right? And you're gonna just keep filling the numbers in and you're gonna say, wow, and what's it about? Well, you're passionate, you educated yourself, you continuously educate yourself. And number 3 is hustle daily. Means run fast, work hard, and no matter how tough it gets, pick up, giddy up, and let's go. Hustle, 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 just like a football coach tells you in high school at practice, okay? Same thing. And then make sure you're making lots of connections, lots of friends, and you're networking. I say make friends, make sure you're doing that within your industry. And you can do that by joining the Chamber of Commerce. You can do that by getting on Facebook and joining Facebook groups. There's all kinds of different websites that are set up for specific business industries that you can get on and become a member of and things like that. So make sure you join all these different organizations because that's only going to elevate you, right? And so understand as you continue to learn daily, educate yourself, you continue to hustle daily, you make friends, make sure you're saving. Make sure you're saving money so you can get through the tough times. Okay, so we're going to run down the 5 pillars real quick. Find your passion, learn daily, hustle daily, save, and make friends. And then we're going to talk about the things you got to set your business up prior. Make sure you have good products, make sure you have good processes, and make sure you got great people. And with those things, that's a huge recipe for success, okay? Okay, everybody, I hope you found this video very helpful, very insightful. If you liked it, please subscribe. I'm going to continue to deliver as much content as I can. And remember, in life and in business, it's never easy for anybody, and that's okay. And when the going gets tough, never give up, keep pushing, and be the hustler!